welcome to Thai Law Forum. My name is Vanessa Monley, and we are here today with Shane Heffernan, owner of Live Trading News, a website service.
Yep.
Is that correct? Shane's going to help us shed some light on the Bitcoin industry and its impact here on Thailand. Shane, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Vanessa.
So we're seeing a lot of major crackdowns on the Bitcoin industry. Most recently, India's government has a huge crackdown on the Bitcoin industry. Why do you think this is?
The issue with the crackdown, there's two issues with the crackdown. One is the exchanges where the transactions are taking place are ignoring local financial transaction legislation.
Yeah.
India is a closed economy.
Okay.
So they're not going to tolerate the free movement of a currency, whatever it is,
Yeah.
Bitcoin or US dollars or local currency.
Yeah.
South Korea is the same, so those exchanges were not following the rules of the country they were in, and they've been shut down.
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with the fact that it was cryptocurrency, it's the fact that they were breaking laws on the other side.
True.
And then you've had the SEC charge 3 different groups now with promising ridiculous returns of 1 to 2% a day for lending out cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And what they've really done is they've gathered a lot of cryptocurrency. It's disappeared. And of course those interest rate promises were unsustainable.
Okay.
So the crackdowns are serious, but they're not really on the cryptocurrencies themselves.
Okay, just on illegal.
On illegal activity.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen when more major governments, such as the US government, start cracking down on Bitcoin?
I think it's good for the industry.
Yeah.
I don't think it will drive prices down. Our research says that less than 1% of all those transactions are actually transactions that are outside the law.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for the industry. If it's tightened up, it's treated seriously and compliant, because then bigger investors will come.
Yeah. And what do you think the main challenge for these governments, including Thailand, are?
The main challenges are trying to regulate something that they can't physically touch. So it's not moving through, currency in this country has to move through the Bank of Thailand.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is freewheeling everywhere. So it may be the case where the Bank of Thailand will say, okay, we're not going to make it illegal, but we want to know and approve every transaction that's leaving the country, which is what they do with the currency. It's the law in Thailand, and it's the law that everybody should follow.
Yeah.
So as soon as you're doing something that's outside of that law, then you have to be cautious and say, okay, this would be illegal, then maybe I shouldn't do it this way.
And can you comment on Bitcoin's instability?
Well, there's a lot of reasons for Bitcoin's instability.
Yeah.
There's a futures contract trading in America now. So prior to that starting, which was recently, there was no way to short Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So I could buy it or I could sell it, but I couldn't go short. The minute that exchange opened, there was massive shortage of the currency. So you have a disconnect between the two, and then a movement on the synthetic value has an impact on investor sentiment on the real value. And then these crackdowns have been widely misreported as a crackdown on cryptocurrencies, and they're not. They're a crackdown on illegal activity.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't get the headline. Bitcoin crackdown gets the headline.
Yeah.
So that's been the instability. Plus, in the normal trading cycle, it went from 5,000 to 20,000 in a very short period of time. One would expect it to come back to 10 or a little bit under, which it did, and then it'll consolidate, and then it'll probably have another run.
So you specialize a lot in blockchain technology.
We have a lot of blockchain technology we've developed.
What is the difference between blockchain and Bitcoin?
Blockchain, Bitcoin is a product of blockchain technology. Blockchain technology itself is a way to track precisely financial transactions or transactions of any description. So every transaction is unique, it's a timestamp, and it's transparent. So I can go and check this transaction happened, this transaction, and everybody can do that if they learn how. Everybody can go and do that. So that technology is very good And that technology has use in food security. So I know that this vegetable left this farm, it went to this warehouse, it was in this container, it got to this shelf on the supermarket, which is important in some countries. And there's a lot of process tracking, financial and physical, that blockchain has real value. Cryptocurrency is just one byproduct of the things we will see come from blockchain in the future.
Okay, and how do you think consumers can protect themselves more through Bitcoin?
Well, I think the idea is to, of course, know if you have a portfolio, an investment portfolio, it should be diverse.
Yeah.
And you should have, a country spread, a currency spread, asset class spread. So cryptocurrencies, probably a small part of your portfolio is worth risking in cryptocurrencies, but spread them. There's lots of cryptocurrencies. Okay. Don't go all in on one, and don't put your whole portfolio. I wouldn't put my whole portfolio into any single asset class.
Yeah. Because
something could happen that I didn't expect, and then I'm wiped out because I made a single bet. If I go widespread, then I'm safe.
Fair enough, yeah. And what do you think, can you predict the future of Bitcoin and Thailand?
I think Bitcoin, the Bank of Thailand, will regulate Bitcoin the same way as it regulates US dollars or Australian dollars or euro or gold transactions. So the regulation on gold transactions has been stepping up.
Yeah.
So there's now limits on how much you can do in cash. That will happen to Bitcoin. And there's Thailand has a procedure to protect the currency that stops massive outflows.
Yeah.
Bitcoin can't be a way to circumvent that because it's dangerous for the country.
Yeah.
Those rules are there for a reason. So at some point they have to come up with a gateway that is in line with other financial assets.
Okay. Well, Shane, thank you so much for giving us a bit of an insight into Bitcoin and its impact on Thailand. We hope you join us soon again here at Thai Law Forum. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Thank you.